A troubling situation has emerged at a private primary school in the Castries North constituency, casting a shadow over the community's educational environment. One concerned parent has come forward with distressing allegations that her child is not only facing bullying from fellow students, but is also receiving unsupportive responses from the very individuals tasked with ensuring students' safety and well-being. Despite repeated attempts to seek intervention and support, the parent claims that the school has failed to provide the necessary assistance, leaving her child to navigate a daunting educational experience alone. This account highlights a critical need for a closer examination of the anti-bullying measures and teacher responsiveness within our school systems.
So the bullying began in grade 2, practically. It started in minor incidents, and she didn't bring it up in the beginning until, say, late grade 2, where she started to tell us incidents where she'll be blocked in the bathroom by students, trying to be calling her names, picking on her, hitting her, and she'd be telling the teachers and her assistant teacher at the time, and the assistant teacher would do nothing. She'd go to the teacher. The grade 2 teacher did try. She did try her best, but it escalated when it got to grade 3 because, from what I'm understanding, the grade 3 teacher is related to the bully. So when she'd bring stuff up to the teacher, she basically would get dismissed a lot of times. It got to a point where her diary was read in the presence of 3 other children, and everybody's reading it, and the teacher is calling me to tell me, do not allow my daughter to write certain things she feels towards other students in her diary. And as a parent, you can understand my frustration and my anger at that point, because her only way of letting out how she feels is her diary.
The parent recounted her attempts to address the issue, starting with a meeting with the pastor who serves as the chairman of the school's board. Despite assurances of a swift resolution, the situation has deteriorated further. The parent has tried repeatedly to communicate with her daughter's class teacher, only to have her messages go unanswered, and she's been blocked from contacting the teacher.
We met with the principal, the parents. I didn't bit and asked the principal what would be done to alleviate, that trouble and stuff. And I brought up all the situations where children would tell her she doesn't have a dad, hit her, all of that. The principal basically said to me she has nothing more to say to me. She has said all what she had to say. And it was a 2-hour meeting. So I left practically hoping that everything would be okay. Her grade 4 teacher, however, used to be her grade K teacher. And my daughter felt safe with her. My daughter was happy to find out that she would be her teacher in grade 4. And she kept saying, Mommy, I cannot wait to go. And she was happy. She'd do her homework. She'd get prepared for school. She was elated again. And then, out of the blue, I don't know where it came from, out of the blue, the teacher just turned. My daughter will come home telling me my daughter has asthma. The teacher will stand in front of the class saying, do you have a sickness? Do you have a sickness? I saw my daughter taking the nail and never bothered to ask her if she was okay. Another incident, she brought my daughter down to the principal's office because another child is calling her names, telling my daughter, come for the principal and I to fix you up.
After inadequate responses from the school's administration, the parent informed the principal of her intent to notify the Ministry of Education about the distressing situation. Although the bullying from one specific student has ceased, the parent disclosed a disturbing turn of events involving other students. She recently uncovered a WhatsApp message in which a group of students plotted to corner her daughter in the school bathroom and physically assault her.
There is no reason my daughter should be fearful to attend school. Imagine that Sunday she started saying, Mommy, I wonder if the children are planning to do to me what they did to another child in the class. And she's telling me that, not knowing I saw the messages. And to hear my daughter say that and to tell me, Mommy, I feel worthless, that breaks you, because I do not know how to support her. Because I know if it were me, how I would have handled it, but I still have to send her to school. I have to leave her by herself. I cannot be with her in the 8 hours she's at school. I cannot be with her. So she has to did it by herself, and I honestly do not know how. I don't know how to help her anymore. So I feel like maybe going to the media would have had them to listen to me, or at least give me the chance for documents to get my daughter to another school, because it's affecting her. And if it's affecting me and raising my pressure, imagine what it's doing to her. And she's in primary, she's going through a common entrance just now. What's going to happen then? My daughter isn't even learning like before. My daughter was an A and B student. My daughter is a C student and a low C.
In an emotional plea, The devastated mother has called for urgent attention to her daughter's distress, urging school authorities and educators to take immediate action.
We just need to stand up and stop letting the teachers dictate what they think should be done. If we have a problem and we're trying to resolve it and nothing is getting done, I'm not going to say you do everything within legal means to try to end it, because our children will not grow up better for it. It will affect them, and as a parent, we try our best to help them, and when we feel like it's beyond our means, we do what's necessary as much as possible to ensure that our children are not affected. I think that's the best I could say.
And what would you say to the principal if she were to see this report right now?
Just to give her the transfer documents I need to get her out of the school, because clearly my daughter is not welcomed. So just allow me to transfer her. You don't want her there, you don't want her to go. Just give me the documents I need to get her out. That's all I ask.
Upon contacting the school, I spoke directly with the principal, who sternly warned of potential legal repercussions should Choice Media Network reveal the school's identity. The principal insisted on a formal meeting to further discuss the matter. Later, while on the school premises with the concerned parent for an interview, I was advised via a phone call once again to schedule a formal discussion, this time with the school's director. While the school requested that the mother, her daughter, and the child's grandmother vacate the premises, the grandmother did receive a conduct of behavior form from the primary school. For Choice News Now, I am Onika McCoy reporting.